are you just tightening your grip on democracy in Ontario? Why did you do
this
now?
is, as far as I was concerned, this is a fake law put in by the Liberal government.
It was a Liberal law, and Doug Ford's PC government is now scrapping it. Ontario can say goodbye to fixed election dates. The Premier will now decide when elections should be held. Critics are calling it a self-serving political power grab.
We're going to move forward and call an election when the time is appropriate.
There will still be a maximum 5-year limit between elections, but without a set timetable, only the governments in power will know exactly when the next election will be held. It gives the incumbent government a huge advantage.
Well, they've been doing this for years. You know, the federal government prior to the Liberals, they had an open election. You know, just because the Liberals, the last government that messed up our province, decided to do this, doesn't mean it has to be done just because they put it in.
The next election would have been in 2029, but theoretically the new rules could extend Premier Ford's time in office, keeping him in power until 2030.
It is entirely possible that this Premier just wants to extend his stay in power for as long as possible and make as much money off it as he can. I have no doubt that's his intention. Opposition leaders say the real red flag is another dramatic change. The government will raise the party donation limit from $3,400 to $5,000 annually starting next year.
The Premier's raising donation limits by 47%. 47%. The Premier's doing this stuff to help himself, his party, and insiders.
We are following several of the recommendations of the Chief Electoral Officer in terms of making the system tighter and more relevant. We're aligning with other jurisdictions in Canada.
The Premier says $5,000 is in line with other jurisdictions, but advocacy group Democracy Watch says the PCs benefit the most from wealthy donors, with nearly half of their donors giving $1,000 or more.
Very few people could afford that. And under the Ford government, it's only people with very deep pockets that are going to have any influence.
For City News, I'm Tina Yazdani.